What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today.
What's cracking? What's cracking? Thank you for stopping in. Today, I wanted to take some time and talk about a player that, in my opinion, has become very underrated, and I just feel like he's one of those players whose name tends to just fade away, though he is one of the greats at what he did. I'm talking about Ben Wallace, a.k.a. Big Ben, one of the greatest defensive players to ever step foot on the basketball court. A lot of people like to act like Draymond Green, or maybe even Draymond Green tries to act like it. You know, he was the first 6'8", 6'9" guy, however tall he is, to consistently play center and actually guard bigs, though being undersized. Buddy, Ben Wallace was anchoring that paint down long before you. And Ben Wallace was a far superior interior defensive player than you. Hell, even Dennis Rodman was doing it before Big Ben. But this is about Ben Wallace. Now you're probably wondering why the hell did Ben Wallace play in the paint, though he was very much undersized? Because Ben Wallace was strong as an ox. If there was a player I could maybe compare to Paul Bunyan, you know Paul Bunyan from way back when, that folk tale, big guy, lumberjack kind of guy. Whew. Ben Wallace was strong. Hell, his arms, his biceps were like big bubbles. Shoulders, everything. Strong as an ox. Anchoring the defense. Holding off legitimate big 7-footers. Disrupting their shots. Locking them down. Blocking their shots. Altering their shots. Was Ben Wallace. Not only was he strong as hell, Ben Wallace was deceptively quick. And Ben Wallace was just overall extremely athletic, just all around athlete. Ben Wallace wasn't much of an offensive player at all. Most of his points came from doing the dirty work, you know, being the garbage man, putbacks, the very occasional drop off, you know, super high at the rim. It was a layup or dunk for Ben Wallace, the occasional alley-oop. But really, most of the time, it was cleaning up people's missed buckets. Is where he got most of his points. So he wasn't there to score. He was there to clean up, and he was there to anchor the defense and stop anything from going in with ease inside the paint. Ben Wallace has some very unique defensive records that he should be proud of. Well, if you didn't know, he won Defensive Player of the Year 4 out of 5 years. And in a 5-year stretch, he had won 4 Defensive Player Awards. Ben Wallace is also, I think, one of 5 players to have more block shots than fouls in his career. And he's one of few players to have more steals than turnovers in his career. That's phenomenal. That's sound, elite, efficient defense on a whole nother level. Being able to do all the positive things defensively without committing a lot of fouls. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. Just a rundown on some of his accolades and things. Like I said, Ben Wallace was about 6'8", 6'9", 240 pounds. A beast. Played from 96 to 2012. The body of a power forward, but because of his immense skill and athleticism and whatnot, Ben Wallace played center primarily. All right. Ben Wallace came into the NBA completely undrafted and is actually widely regarded as one of the greatest undrafted players to ever play in the NBA. And hopped on board with the Washington franchise, Bullets/Wizards, in 96. He didn't really have a prominent role. Then he went to the Orlando Magic, and I think he played like a year there, and really never got his footing. He was then traded from the Orlando Magic to the Detroit Pistons, where he really found a home in Detroit. where he won his championship, where he became the Ben Wallace that we all know and love. And he was involved with that trade package for Grant Hill. Remember, they were trying to get Grant Hill and T-Mac together for that dynamic duo, but it never really worked out. Whole nother story. Played 6 seasons with the Detroit Pistons, then went to the Chicago Bulls and the Cleveland Cavaliers to be defensive anchors on that team. And he did improve their defense once he arrived. And went back to finish his career with the Detroit Pistons from 2009 and 2012. Ben Wallace won a championship in 2004. I hate to say it because that is when the Detroit Pistons beat my Lakers. Absolutely mollywopped them. Was an NBA champion. Ben Wallace is a 4-time NBA All-Star. You know, back when players were making All-Star games strictly off their defensive prowess, back when the league prioritized defense, not that they do that anymore because they don't. But you have players making All-Star games for their defense. So when they got into the All-Star game, they weren't trying to score. They were trying to block shots, disrupt shots, and not give you anything easy at the basket. And that's one reason why the All-Star games were more defensive back then. But I digress. I got all off track here. 3-time All-NBA second team, 2-time All-NBA third team on defensive prowess alone. Like I said, 4-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year, 5-time All Defensive First Team, 1-time All Defensive Second Team, 2-time NBA Rebounding Leader, NBA Blocks Leader in 2002. Truly one of the most elite rebounders and shot blockers we've ever seen. Like I said, wasn't much of a scorer, so on his career he had about 6,200 points for 5.7 points per game. Had 10,482 rebounds for 9.6 rebounds per game, and 2,137 blocks for 2 blocks per game. I would like to bring up some other fun facts and fun stats that Ben Wallace has achieved that a lot of people don't know about, and it'll make you be like, damn, he did that? Damn, he's in that company? Damn. Like, I knew it was great, but, he really put some work in. He did put some work in. Ben Wallace is the only player in NBA history to record 1,000 rebounds, 100 blocks, and 100 steals in 4 consecutive seasons from 2001 and 2004. He is one of 3 players in NBA history to record 150 blocks and 100 steals in 7 consecutive seasons, 2001 through 2007, along with Hakeem and Dave Robinson. All right. He's one of 5 players in NBA history to lead the NBA in rebounding and blocking averages in the same season, along with Kareem, Bill Walton, Hakeem, and Dwight Howard. One of 3 players in NBA history to average 15 rebounds and 3 blocks per game over a season, with Kareem and Bob McAdoo. Only undrafted player in NBA history to be voted a starter for the NBA All-Star Game. One of 2 players in NBA history to receive the NBA Defensive Player of the Year award 4 times, along with Dikembe Mutombo. First undrafted player in modern NBA history to be elected into the Basketball Hall of Fame. And if you didn't know, Ben Wallace has the lowest free throw percentage of any player with at least 125 made free throws. Yes, Ben Wallace couldn't hit a free throw to save his life, but lucky for him, the basketball was rarely in his hands, unless he was catching a lob or getting a quick putback. All right, got the video here. Ben Wallace, definition of toughness, by a YouTube channel creator called Dunkman827. Go check out the channel, no question. And let's marvel at some defense, since we don't really get to see too much of that anymore in the current NBA. Let's get into it. I'm actually really excited for this. Ben Wallace, man, put some respect on his name.
At 6'9", the center, wearing the big red 3 from Virginia Union University.
Ben Wallace, one of the greatest effort players we've ever had in this league.
There's the definition of toughness right there.
Wonder if the audio got cut for some copyright situation and they had to cut out a chunk of audio from the video. YouTube is so hard to put out stuff sometimes. Hoist that trophy up, boy. What a beast. Got Ben Wallace running the break. Give me that, boy. Great timing, man. Not on code. Poster. Yeah, I think YouTube really screwed with this guy's audio. Dude, those Pistons-Pacers matchups were fun, man. I've been with the pump fake. I love the old school Pistons jerseys. Well, when I say old school, the 90s Pistons jerseys were fire. I need to go back to them. Dude, he be straight spiking these joints. That was old Hakeem Olajuwon. Give me that. Okay, Ben with the reverse. I don't think I've seen him do that before. That was a left-handed block. Dude, his timing and coordination is fantastic. So give me that. Go ahead, Rip. Hell of a rebound. Damn, spin move around Karl Malone, come up from under the basket with the left hand. Give me that. Look at that. Not giving up on it. Went straight back to him. Thought he was recovering the ball. No, sir. Ooh. That was a nice reverse putback. You ain't going to see that a lot. God, he moves his feet there. It just keeps his verticality. It's hard for a lot of players to do that. They always want to lean in and tilt, extend their arms more horizontally. Reverse. Dunk. I'm sure it had to drive the crowd crazy, especially if they're in the Palace. When Ben Wallace would go off the dribble himself and finish at the basket. It's not something you see. Oh, my God. Took that with two hands. That's a strong man. If 50 Cent was a basketball player, he'd be Ben Wallace. Left hand. Give me that. Oh man. Now he just shot a 3 there and it went in. I wonder if that's the only made 3 of his career. Hey, blocking Tim Duncan on a fadeaway jump shot ain't easy. Timmy D thought that was another bank shot in the bank. Timmy loved that lefter like that left-hander like that. Dropping in on the entry pass to Shaquille O'Neal. Oh, they definitely showing all the Ben vs. Shaq highlights.
O'Neal deep in the post, lots of contact there. Oh, what a block by Wallace!
That's an iconic block right there.
Wow. Now that was beautifully timed by Ben Wallace. It has happened. It's happened, Detroit. They have delivered a third NBA World Championship to the Motor City.
Everybody out there, let me talk now. Y'all been talking long enough. Time for me to talk. Told you we was gonna do it. Bet ya.
And now the man of the hour, who poured so much heart and passion into his play as a Piston, Ben Wallace.
Ben Wallace, man. Fantastic. I apologize. Obviously, it's my first time watching that video. I didn't know there were so many audio complications with it, but I'm pretty sure YouTube was hitting this guy with some copyright stuff, and it was like, you have to silence this section or these specific sections of the video because such and such. Or, you know, we're not going to publish the video, or whatever reason, man. It's stupid. But anyway, Big Ben. Fantastic. I'm going to do another Ben Wallace reaction video where I want to see some more defensive highlights, but, you know, from the view of you know, watching an actual NBA game, not so much like replays in real time or replays in slow-mo, so I can, you know, hear the crowd and hear the commentators. Oh, Ben Wallace with the stuff. I want to hear some stuff of that. So I'm going to do another video in the future with some more Big Ben defensive highlights, no question about it. Let me know what you think about this one. You agree? You disagree? Is Ben Wallace one of your favorite players? Let me know. Appreciate y'all for stepping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified. Catch you on the next one. We out, baby.